What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tuned in to another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing. I appreciate all the support, all the positive comments. Shout out to all my fans from around the world. Like I said, I just try to keep putting out things that make you think and hopefully make better choices than I did in life. You know, I did a lot of things that I look back on, and maybe if I would have had somebody in my ear, I would have done some things differently. And one of the things I want to talk to a lot of you guys about is, what's the price of your soul? You know, would you sell your soul for a price? And a lot of people don't really think about that question until they have an opportunity before them, and they think it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and it's worth whatever they have to do to get there. And when I say sell your soul, it could be a number of things. It could be maybe doing something that goes against your morals, your values. It could be setting up somebody. It could be turning against your family. It can be promoting something that you know is wrong, but you participate in anyways. It could be engaging in something you know is unethical, but you do it anyways. And a lot of people think that as long as I can get what I want out the deal, who cares? But there's always a price to pay, man. There's always a price at the end of the day for what you've done, and you can't escape that price. I have been a victim of selling my soul to a degree when I was involved in the streets, when I was doing things I knew were wrong, but I just brushed them aside because I figured at the end of the day, it is what it is. F it. And when I finally got sat down in that penitentiary and I thought about all the choices I made leading up to how I got to that penitentiary, I realized I had sold my soul and didn't even know it. I had went against values my grandma had instilled in me, my mom had instilled in me. I had put myself in a position where I had become a person on one side that was, you know, the good grandson, the loving son, but on the street I was an animal. And I had to really work hard to reprogram that bad program, that selling of part of my soul. You know, I had to fight for that. That's why I wasn't in the prison trying to be all I could be. That's why I wasn't running around, you know, trying to talk about that business. I was with this gang and that gang. I wasn't doing none of that because I knew that I had really did a lot of harm to myself as a spiritual person and to the people who loved me, who had invested time in me. And I had to change. And so I, you know, pretty much created a self-isolation situation where I didn't talk about any of my previous bad deeds. I inputted things that I felt would make me more spiritually balanced, and I was on a mission so that when I did get out, I could create a platform, whether it was a show or something, that I could share my life experiences so that others can learn. And you know, I feel God bless that I'm able to be here today and that I'm not dead or doing life. You know, I'm very blessed. And you know, I've talked to people in there who have multiple lives, who have cried to me, who have opened up and shared their feelings. And you know, these guys were millionaire drug dealers, multi-millions, but they had all type of other stuff on their cases, murders, kidnappings, and all type of stuff, man. And they were trapped. They were trapped in the confinements of the federal prison, and they didn't know how to get out, and they were trying to get out. And you know, it was basically their karma. You know, whatever came back. You know, people think karma is not real. No, it's real, and you can't escape it. So, you talking about sell your soul. You see entertainers, actors, athletes, people who seem like they have it all made. But then you see these people who seem like they have all the riches and wealth, but yet they're constantly having issues with drugs, with alcohol. What is tormenting these people? What is it that they're running from? What are the voices that they're hearing in their head that are talking to them, making them want to check out, making them want to, you know, damn near overdose? What are they dealing with? See, nobody asks those questions. Everybody thinks it's cute when they make little things about, oh, you know, I worship this, you know, I'm a follower of this, and you know, I hear voices, or, you know, I have a little friend and he talks to me. You don't even put one and one together. You don't even put two and two together. But these people are being tormented, man. And some of the things that they participated in or they did to get where they're at, they can't take back. And they know that. And they know one day they will be called on their marker. And when they have to, that marker has to be cashed, whatever it is they got to cash out, Lord be ready, because they're going to feel the wrath. So when you talk about what you want in life and you come out here to Hollywood and you're trying to be somebody famous, you want to be this superstar, when you're presented with these various doors, these various choices, choose wisely. Think about your choice and how bad you really want what it is you say you want, and if it's worth compromising whatever the beliefs or values you have. I've seen a lot of people lose themselves out here, man. A lot of people. Like I said, you know, I'm not no superstar or anything like that, but I've been in and seen, like, from the streets to the, you know, the adult industry, people who just go out all the way, who basically are missing a part of their soul. You know, people you know, they've sacrificed, and you don't know sometimes that you've sacrificed until you wake up one day and realize that you've been sacrificed. So make wise choices. Think about the things that people present to you and ask yourself if it's worth it. Signing that contract for however many albums, or, you know, agreeing to have this person be your manager, or, you know, participating in some function that's contrary to what you would normally do. Think about all those things, man, and think about whatever values you have. Maybe some of you guys have no values. Maybe some people just don't care. It doesn't matter as long as I have money. But money's not everything when you don't have internal happiness. Money's not everything when you're suffering internally. You're in anguish, and you do things thinking that it's going to pacify you and the hurt doesn't go away. Because as soon as you get through doing what you do, busting cheeks or slamming that dope or getting drunk, you wake up, you realize you're still here. You still got to deal with what you've done to get to where you're at. And the big house, the luxury cars, all that means nothing, because you're suffering. You're suffering, and you're dealing with the pain of what you've done, and only you know what you've done. And that's why when you put on those clothes and you hide behind all those fancy things, it's still you. You can't hide what you sold, which is your soul. Wake up, man. Wake up. Hollywood is two sides. And like they said, man, it's you have the fancy signs, but behind those signs, into the darkness, it's a whole nother world. Big Herc 916, man, I'm just lacing you up.